I'm able, I'm able, I'm able. Does that sound familiar? Do you tell yourself you are able? Do you say it aloud as you face a situation? Welcome. It's a sunny day now. It was a bit cold in the morning. And I believe today you are able. My name is Winnie Kamuya, CEO, International Renaissance Center, an international best-selling author and a speaker and a coach. I would like to share 9 ways in which you can eliminate negative self-image. You know, that moment when you deal with inner critic, you deal with self-doubt. Do you know what remains? Those 2 culprits have left you with some scars. And what those scars have done well, technology is there, challenging. So, you've dealt with your inner critic. You've dealt with your self-doubt. But you know what those 2 things did to you? Do you know what they did to your self-image? They brought some scars and left you wondering whether it is you and whether you are an imposter, leaving you feeling not as confident as you should be. And that is why today I want to look at 9 ways you can be able to eliminate negative self-image. Remember, we talked about 2 things which you need to deal with first, because then they affect your self-image, and if you don't address them, then the scars might remain and you might still hang around carrying a negative self-image. So the stories you've been telling yourself, the doubt you've been having, you've dealt with them. But now, you don't feel you are who you are supposed to be. How do you deal with that? And what do you do? And I want to look at 9 ways in which you can deal with negative self-image. Number 1, address bad habits. So what are some of the habits based on the things that you've been telling yourself that you need to walk away from? What are those habits that you have? You know very well, those habits didn't create the best of you. They didn't create the person you want to be. They didn't create the leader you are. They didn't make you authentic. They are habits that you need to drop like yesterday. What are those habits? And you need to identify them and start working on leaving them alone and start improving and changing. Number 2, make a list of the good points. What are some of the good points you have? And you can strengthen them. You can work on them more so that they're better than they were. Identify them, because if you don't identify that, then it can be a problem. Appreciate those good points about yourself, and remember, the good points will improve because now you are self-aware of the negative talk you've been having, the self-doubt, the things that you ought to leave alone. And with that, your list needs to be changing on a day-to-day basis if you are really working on yourself. Number 3, live by your morals. Have you set your standards so that you stop using other people's standards? Who are the other people? Remember, your parents, your siblings, your spouse, your colleagues, the environment those could have created those values that make you feel guilty. And now you want to be free, free from values that people put for you. You didn't set them for yourself. Now you want to set your own values and standards, and you want to use those standards to create an image of a better you, the one you've always desired, the one who is confident, who is showing up, who knows better than anyone else. In any case, you know better. Number 4, spend time each week helping others. One of the things that I noticed as I went to work with others is that people can be mean and people can refuse to help each other. Why? Because they feel if I help you, you become better. I want to remind you, as the other person becomes better, you also could be learning. And if you have been that good, it's your time to move to the next level. You can stay on a plateau for too long. You need to level up and get new skills so that you are better. And in any case, are you on the same journey with the person? I don't think so. We all are on our different journeys in life. You could be 10 steps ahead of me. I could be 10 steps ahead of you. Who knows? Our journey is quite different. Our gifts, very unique. And thank God, that is why we are unique. Remember that. Number 5, experience success. And how do you experience success? Do you set yourself some goals and you achieve them? And when you achieve them, do you celebrate? What are those small goals? Maybe it's to learn something. Do you know, like when you watch a small child learning how to walk, you know there's that celebration when they make their first step and they fall. You still celebrate. They did something. Oh, it was great. They walked. Even though they fell, they forget the falling, they forget the crying. They try again because they say what gets celebrated gets repeated. Are you celebrating when you're winning on your small goals? Yes, I mean small, because each small goal that you achieve, you celebrate. If you celebrate each day, and there are 365 days, remember how much progress you've made. 365 wins each day, and that is minimum because you can achieve more in a day. Number 6, spend time with those that think highly of you. Some people think highly of you, and with that can give you some morale, motivation that you need. Some people don't. Avoid them because they are bad energy to your life. You don't need bad energy. You need good energy and positive energy to move forward. Work with those people. Number 7, spend time on activities that you enjoy. What are those activities you enjoy? Is it reading, studying, running, jogging, learning new stuff? And by the way, always be learning something. The older you're getting, your brain gets smaller or shrinks. And when you are learning something new, it helps with that shrinking so that it's not shrinking, because learning forces your brain to keep curious, wanting to know more and more. Meaning it helps you with remembering things. I'm sure you want to live longer remembering a lot of stuff. So make sure you are learning something new. Something new forces you to get out of your comfort zone. It helps your brain to keep that in mind so that you do that. Number 8, let go of the need to be perfect. If only we were all perfect, then we would not be looking for opportunities to get better. But God, thank God, in His wisdom, we are not perfect. So we are in a journey, continuous journey. We are work in progress. So are you work in progress, or have you reached your destination? If you have reached your destination, then it's a sad story. It's a sad story. You need to keep growing. So ensure you are growing and let go that imagination that you are perfect. Perfect isn't something that is possible, and that's why we are always growing. It's the best thing that could be happening to you at any stage. In fact, during a time like this, which is highly stressful, you could be learning something so that you keep away from the energy that is going round. Remember, those negative news are affecting you, and you need what my mentor said. You need your mental hygiene. Yes, you need some mental hygiene. Keep your brain in check. Clean it up. Keep a lot of positive emotion, and that can come from positive things. When you have too much negative news, it affects you. That is why you need to take care of your thoughts, because they give you the energy and they give you the emotions that take your day. So you need to protect that energy. Number 9, treat yourself well. Do you treat yourself well? Because when you do treat yourself well, get enough sleep, drink plenty of water. Those are the simple, basic exercise. Basic. Because when you get used to treating yourself well, you'll never feel guilty about treating you first properly. Because when you take good care of you, you will not feel guilty about taking good care of you. You need that because it affects your energy. If you're treating yourself good, if you are taking good self-care, then it means that other people will treat you that way. So make time for you first. And how you treat yourself is how others will treat you. So take time to treat yourself good. With those 9, I'm sure you're thinking, yes, I need my self-image changed, and I can work on a few of these things that have not been taking good care. You need to do that very fast, because you need to protect yourself from that. If you're going to work on yourself, then you need a good self-image, and you need to put these strategies into work. Remember, into work. Nothing happens by chance. You need action to see this happen to you. You want to be confident and showing up. And to show up, and I'm sure you're craving to be confident, showing up, it's some work. I trust you can do the work. No one will do the work for you. So you need to start working on that now. So my challenge to you today is to spend some time thinking highly of yourself and thinking about the strategies that I've given you. I've given you 9 strategies, and let me just repeat them. Address your bad habits. What are those habits? Number 1. Number 2, make a list of your good points. What are those good points about you? What do you appreciate about yourself? List that and review it every now and again. Number 3, live by your morals. Have you set your own standards? Have you set your own standards? Number 4, spend time each week helping others. Are you helping others? Are you volunteering? A lot of times when people say, we need a volunteer here, you run away. It should start changing right now, because you are becoming. You are becoming. And if you are becoming that leader you've always desired to be, you are making some volunteer work. Number 5, experience success. What are some of the successes that you've had? Are you celebrating them? Are you giving yourself some goals to achieve and working on them? Or are you watching as the world just passes by right in front of your eyes? What small goals are you making, and how are you ensuring that you're celebrating them? Because by celebrating them, you are encouraging yourself. Number 6, spend time with those that think highly of you. Do you know those people who think highly of you, and what are you doing to make sure that you're spending more time with them? Number 7, spend time on activities you enjoy. Have you identified activities that you enjoy? Then spend more time on that. Give yourself time, because that will give you the positive emotions that you need. Number 8, let go of the need to be perfect. It's a dream to be perfect, and we are not perfect. That's the reality. We are work in progress. Number 9, treat yourself well. Are you treating yourself well? Because when you treat yourself well, other people imitate the way you treat yourself. And when you treat yourself well, you deserve it, and you will not feel guilty when you're treating yourself well. So, work on the challenge of spending time thinking highly and thinking, how could I make sure my self-image is as great as I would love it to be? Remember, you deserve to be confident. You deserve to be confident, and that can happen when you effectively are having a self-image you are so proud of. What is that image? How do you ensure that is what is showing up? And I'm sure when you're confident, you want to show up, because then you feel authentic and you are at your full best. With that said, I want you to have a blessed day, thinking and planning how your self-image is gonna show up and be great, because I trust you and believe that God made you in the best image of himself, a confident person walking around the world, impacting, motivating, inspiring, transforming lives. And if that is you, then you've won the battle in your battlefield, in your mind. Have a blessed day and celebrate you. Goodbye.